Today we're going to play with Radic Tal Zealot. This new card from Brothers War Alchemy is ridiculous. A 4/4 human knight for 4 that has hexproof from Orzhov colors that triggers anytime one or more knights we control attack, giving us a card from its spellbook. And the spellbook has some of the best knights possible, not just commons and uncommons. We have Cavaliers, History of Benalias, Murderous Riders, Midnight Reapers, Silk Road Loyalties. Seriously, this card is too pushed. Our game plan is to curve out with knights. We have our 1-mana knights such as Knight of the Ebon Legion, 2-mana knights like Worthy Knight, which is a nice token producer, Acclaim Contender finds us more action, History of Benalia gives us knights and pumps the team, Knight's Charge is a cool enchantment that can quickly drain the opponent, and later we can use it as a mass reanimation spell. Ariel can tap to destroy creatures, Valiant Knight as a lord that can also give double strike to the team, the Circle of Loyalty to pump the team and make more knights, and finally Immortal Sun since we don't run any Planeswalker. That's the deck, that's the deal. Now let's go to the games. What's up everyone, welcome back one more time. You know the deal, we play Historic Brawl. And today I bring you Radic Tal Zealot. This is Knights Tribal from the last Alchemy set from Brothers War. A new edition that is kind of really fun. This is a really fun commander. Unless you don't enjoy alchemy cards and drafting cards from spellbooks and so on. But if you enjoy that or you don't mind about that, that's really a cool commander that you will enjoy. We are trying to... It is kind of Ishin because it has an attack trigger. So every time we attack with a knight, it's going to allow us to draft from its spellbook and we can keep chaining together knights one after the other. So yeah, a really nice commander. We are playing a Knight of Dusk Shadow on turn 2, playing up against Questing Beast. So Turbo Fog maybe, or just Green Stompy. We will see. The idea of this deck is ideally having a 2-drop or 3-drop and follow that up with Radic quickly, because we need to start drawing cards. It's a good commander for Orzhov, because in white and black you normally have problems with card draw, and this solves it pretty much, and you're always drawing action, and they are good knights. They are really good knights that you can draw with Radic. So they play Ashaya. Oh, we draw a Fateful Absence. Stop decking like champions. I mean, here I could maybe ramp a land with Restoration of Eiganjo. I think putting more knights... Let's put the Knight of the Ebon Legion. Bring it back. I think there was a better sequence. Alright, so never mind. We're going to kill Ashaya and attack with the Knight of the Dusk Shadow, playing the Dauntless Bodyguard. And we can protect... I guess we can protect the Knight of the Ebon Legion. I think there was a way... Yeah, I should have discarded maybe the Plains, then play Emeria as a land, and we essentially would have 5 mana, and then we could also still play both Knight of Ebon Legion and Dauntless Bodyguard. Yeah, that was a better sequence. Opponent cracks the clue, but now in our next turn we are going to bring Radic and start drawing knights, and that should be good enough for us to close this game, probably. Opponent looks at our cards. Restoration of Eiganjo is going to flip into the creature next turn. We could also play Phyrexian Arena, but I think Radic as a card draw engine is better than Phyrexian Arena in our deck. An Oracle of Moldiah with just a Momentous Fall that they are going to draw, so not too problematic. Blast of Heroes is good. That's a land that can protect our commander. I think here I'm just going to go for it. Play Radic. It has hexproof from Orzhov. Not that is relevant right now, but it's a good addition. And you can see we can... Wow. Cavalier of Night seems perfect here. We do have the 3 black, right? Yes. We do have the correct mana. And as you can see, the ability is rather powerful. Anytime that we attack with one or more knights, it just triggers with one or more. It's not going to trigger multiple times. And I think it's brutal. It's brutal commander. If you're facing a white or black deck, then it's even better. And Kogla going to take down Radic. Alright. Can still play him next turn. Oh, goes for the Eiganjo. Okay, that's fine. We can kill Kogla with the Cavalier. Wow, I'm impressed. I played versus Radic. I played it in versus Ishin using Radic, and they were doubling up the Radic triggers, and I thought that that's a little bit broken. But that's a thing with alchemy cards. Now we sacrifice these, kill Kogla. They are pushing these cards a little bit over the top. And I don't know, man. This seems way too powerful. Because now I can decide if I want another Cavalier or a Knight of the Ebon Legion. I'm picking the Knight of Ebon Legion because it's another 1/1 that is going to grow. A 1/2 that is going to grow. But still looks really, really strong. I don't know if this was magic as Richard Garfield intended, but there you go, there you have it, Radic. Here we are back for another round with the Radic Tal Zealot. This is Knights playing versus Ishin. Well, I was talking about Ishin, maybe they ran their own Radic. Opponent goes first, hand looks interesting. We have the Knight on turn 1. Maybe we draw something to do on turn 2. I'm wondering if Radic is a commander that you could even run on paper commander, because I can imagine you having multiple copies of his spellbook, and then you just go grab them every time that you attack with it. In commander, in multiplayer, I don't think it's going to be too strong, just because, yeah, just drawing one knight each turn is not too broken in commander for you to obviously win a game. Here in Historic Brawl, it seems a little bit too broken, or I mean, not broken in the sense. Ooh, Brutal Cathar. All right, interesting choice. Brutal Cathar in an Ishin deck. It's not broken by any means, but it seems pushed. It seems like a very powerful card for a tribal that probably needs good commanders. So maybe this is a welcome addition. I'm enjoying playing with it. But maybe in paper, in commander, you could run it. You would have to make your own copy of Radic, and then have a bunch of multiple copies of the multiple knights that you can pool. And there you go. Paper commander Radic Tal Zealot. Okay, so opponent Brutal Cathar, our Knight of the Ebon Legion. We're going to go for the Champions of Tyr. We need a knight on the battlefield to trigger Radic. So that's what we're trying to accomplish. Wow, Skyclave Apparition on a Ishin deck. That's interesting. This looks more like a standard mono white deck. Those are interesting choices. Alright, so let's play Radic here. Give him lifelink, I guess. I could give him flying to just fly over these creatures and avoid a double block. But I don't think double blocking is going to be an issue here. Maybe I should have given it flying. Who knows? Alright, opponent looking at our commander, but it has hexproof from 2 of their 3 colors, which is super convenient. And they play a Ryu Storm's Edge. Okay, oh, there's a removal spell. I think there are possibly some blowouts that we can try to get. Let's play Mutable, which is a knight for the future. We could go to attack, see how they want to block. If they go for the full block, then they got us. If they go for 2 blocks, then we can use the Hagra Mauling. Ooh. These are not the best knights, but are good knights in this situation, because if we pick the Dauntless Bodyguard, and we can then attach that to the to Radic. Let's see if we can get them. Oh, they don't even block. Okay, that's alright. This is going to untap and give them an extra combat. That's not the worst. We can still try to ambush them, because if they go for the Ryu attack, we have a good removal spell for the Skyclave Apparition, which gives us a 4/4. So I'm debating here playing the Circle of Loyalty or just waiting with Hagra mulling up. And we're going to pass here, no need to rush. They go for another land, and maybe they play Ishin to double trigger Ryu. We should be fine with the removal. We could decide if we want to remove the Skyclave or remove the Ryu. But I think if they go for the single attack with Ryu, I'm going to try to get them with the Skyclave Apparition kill, because that gives us a 4/4 token. They could have another removal spell in hand. That is a possibility. So here we go. Let's see how they attack. They attack with Ryu. This triggers. And then we go for it. We kill Skyclave. This gives us a 4/4. And now we can block. Oh, they have something. Oh, they're just drawing with Castle Locthwain. That's fine. That's very fine. So the 3/3 has first strike, but we eat it. And they pass. Wow. Well, that worked. Our game plan worked. I thought we were going to get punished for going with that line, but never mind. And they play a Mila Crafty Companion. Whenever an opponent attacks a Planeswalker, put a loyalty counter. Whenever... Oh, you may draw a card. Okay. That's really not a problem. Thoughtseize? I'm curious to see what they have in hand. Let's try to pick their best card out. Oh my god, gold spam. Okay, that was a close one. So now we can go Circle of Loyalty, pump the team, attack with... I guess with the 2 5/5s. And go draft. I would like to play another Circle of Loyalty. Oh no, they are legendary. They would legend rule themselves. We could go grab a Swordmaster and put a 3/2 with lifelink on the board. This triggers just when we play legendary spells. So Circle of Loyalty is an interesting card. They should have made it so that it would trigger with another knight that you play. When you think that the Circle of Loyalty was a part of a cycle that included the Great Henge and Embercleave, that's crazy. That's crazy. There you go. Opponent takes 10 to the face, and we can follow that up with a 2/1 that it's a 3/2, and say, opponent, go. Do you top deck a answer or do you die? Real impressive Radic here. Such an impressive commander, and we take another victory home. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue to play with the Radic Knights, Orzhov Knights, versus Tamiyo. This is Simic ramp, Simic extra turns. I mean, we can kill things. This is not the most exciting hand. We are missing knights. We are really missing some knights to maybe trigger Radic on turn 4. Let's go Isolated Chapel. And the opponent goes into the north. One thing that I didn't do for this deck is include ramp spells, because I think that this deck wants to go turn 2 Knight, turn 3 Knight, turn 4 Radic. I really don't think that we should be playing ramp spells. Like Cold Steel Hearts, Arcane Signets. Let me know if you would still play those, because I'm feeling like you want to play... You want to curve out 1, 2, 3 Knights, and then follow that up in turn 4 with Radic. And I don't know what you accomplish by playing a Mana Rock on turn 2, so you won't see that in this list. But maybe there's an argument for while our opponent is doing just crazy things over there. We have 3 lands and they have double the lands, a Mana Rock and a Narset. I'm going to kill that, but I think that we are already dead. That's... I don't even know what happened. I was talking about not including Mana Rocks here and they just went off. Memory Lapse our commander. We will put it on top of the library. Maybe we can resolve him next turn and start drawing extra cards. They will go -3 Memory Lapse, so we cannot even go for that. Immortal Sun could work here with Tamiyo and maybe other planeswalkers that they have, but let's make them use the mana, the Memory Lapse. Put it back on the library. They cannot fetch it again because they have just 2 loyalty, so maybe if they have just lands, then there is a window of opportunity for us. They can choose any card. They always choose Time Warp, yeah. They always choose the extra turn spell. So I will try the Immortal Sunline, but they probably have another counter in hand. Oh, they don't. Okay. That's a small victory for us. Castle Vantress, Christ 2. 2 to the top. Alright, okay. This is not good for us. Oh, Rexage. Opponent is a champion. Okay. I think we're pretty dead. Let's concede. Go to the next game. So yeah, about those Mana Rocks, I figured out I wouldn't need those, but normally they are auto-includes that you are putting in your deck, your Mind Stones, your Arcane Signets, but there's some arguments for some decks not needing them. I think this is one of those cases, but I could be wrong. Let me know if you play with Radic and you are playing with your Mana Rocks. Let me know if you have success by ramping Radic earlier, or even including those has any upside to what we are trying to do here. Okay, so turn 2 Metallic Mimic I like. We're playing versus Cody, so no permanence for... well, no permanence at all, probably. And we just need to keep Cody on check and try to avoid getting comboed. We need... okay, we need a removal spell here. Oh. Well, ask and shall receive. This is exactly 5 total power and toughness. Wow. Talk about top decking. I mean, it's still not a perfect turn because we passed with 3 mana up that we can't do anything, but that was really good. Opponent taking our hand, but I'm not very concerned about the cards in our hand. I'm just trying to, yeah, play Radic and draw cards with Radic. Here we go. Radic is a 5/5, and wow, look at this. We can pick a Murderous Rider. That's more removal for Cody. This card is busted. Radic is super good. Cody's back, but I don't think they're going to keep playing after this. And concession. Yep. That was pretty ugly. We continue to play with the Radic Orzhov Knights versus Mishram. This is Mishra melding with the Phyrexian Dragon engine, so beware of that. We go first, hand looks good. We have turn 1 knight, turn 2 knight, turn 3 knight into Radic. Wow, that should be our best start. You know, this is what I was mentioning. I don't know if here I would like to have a Mana Rock to go turn 3 Radic. I think that we are just okay curving out. So we can go Foulmire Knight, Adventure, can venture into the dungeon next turn. Removal. Looks like it. Yeah. We hit the first removal, but now we conveniently draw the third land like champions, and we can play Adeline and Foulmire Knight. Tax makes a 1/1 from the Adeline. And we need another land, and that's it. We need another land, and that's it. Well, concession time. So I was thinking about making the paper commander, and the thing is you would have to randomize the selection of the 3 cards that Radic gives you to choose. So maybe you have to keep the different copies of the different cards in separate piles, and then one of your friends would have to pick from each pile. Randomly pick a pile and then get one of those cards. It could work, but I'm thinking it over, and maybe it's too much work to make it fun. Well, we are playing again versus Mono Green. This time is Ghalta, so we cut down their Mana Dork. They go Destiny Spinner, which is fine. That is not a Mana Dork. Dusk. Dusk could be good if they go really big, with big creatures. If they are a mid-rangey green deck, which they probably are. Alright, plays a Cruel Harpooner for no extra value, just as a 3/2. I think I would like to kill the Destiny Spinner, because Dusk can get rid of the Cruel Harpooner or any other creature above that power level. So I think I'm supposed here to Murderous Rider, Destiny Spinner. And then that makes Ghalta bigger. Well, that makes Ghalta's mana value bigger. Alright. We could go Murderous Rider here, setting up for Radic next turn. Or we could definitely play Radic here, but I think I would like to go Murderous Rider. That's a good blocker for the Harpooner. And if we don't block, we just gain the life back. Wow, opponents concede to this deck fast. We will keep playing with Radic so long we are having these fast games. So more games for the video. We go first. Hand looks alright, but we just have black mana, but that shouldn't be a problem. Alright, we're playing versus Mila. Mila, I think we saw Mila today on videos. I think we played earlier versus a deck that was running it. Okay, I don't know what they're trying to do. You rarely see Mila decks. Alright, we can go third Swamp, Faceless Agent, and get a Order of Midnight. I'm playing Faceless Agent here because of the upside of going Radic on turn 4 and start drawing cards. Maybe Phyrexian Arena was better? Huh. Okay, so they have a 1/1 with Prowess. We can go Radic, attack into Jaya, draw a card. And what do we get here? We could get, well, the Cavalier is a little bit away with the mana situation that we have, so let's get the Paragon. I don't know about this. Jaya is too strong. They can make blockers every turn. And they have an Ursa Silex. Okay, that can blow up the board, right? Choose 6 lands, destroy everything else. Now what do we do? Do we overextend, knowing that they can crack the Ursa Silex, or do we play around it? Interesting. Let's see if we go to attacks, how they block. We can draft another card. We can get the Claim Contender or the Cavalier. Cavalier can destroy a creature. Let's get that. They double block, so they have a 1 mana spell. Oh, that's the perfect answer. Yeah, they got us. They got us. There's nothing we can do here to save our commander. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was not expecting the 1 mana spell. And now we trade with them, and they have an active Jaya. Okay, so what is our follow-up? We could go tap land into... Not too good. Josuves, I would like to keep Josuves for later. That's a win con for us, and we're hitting our land drops. Because if they have a removal, it's a blowout. Let's go with the Bloodline Pretender. It's the worst of our creatures here. Yeah. I think there was a better sequence there. There's the Mila. Okay, Nykthos. Nykthos is cool. We don't have too much devotion going on right now, but Nykthos is cool. We could start blowing up Nykthos if we play the Cavalier, so we could go for it, grow the Pretender, and then sack it, kill their commander. I really don't know how scared should I be about their commander, but let's take care of it. We have multiple black permanents that we could use for Nykthos to be really good. Oh, the Jaya. That Jaya is giving me nightmares. They play a treasure map. They seem to be having a hard time hitting their lands, which is something. Kabira Takedown. Kabira Takedown could remove one of their 1/1s. So here let's start putting as many black symbols as we can on the battlefield. Now we can make 5 mana with Nykthos. We crack this, well, we activate Nykthos, and we could play Radic. And then attack into Jaya. What do we get? We can get a History of Benalia, we could get a Paragon. I think History of Benalia is better. Potent, do you have multiple spells that you can cast? Oh, Eiganjo. Okay, so they use an Eiganjo and they trade, but we can get back the Pretender. So it's still slightly in our favor. They used a removal, yeah, they lost a token, but we get back a Pretender, so not too bad for us. Rip apart the Phyrexian Arena and makes a wow, this Jaya is so annoying. And now a Basric Head. Well, let's see. We can maybe get rid of one of those. Oh, Vanishing Verse? That's perfect. That can get rid of Jaya. And then Kabira Takedown, we could take down a token, go after Basri. But I don't think that's going to be the play. I think we just have to attack. Because we can also flash in the Paragon if they want to trade our 2-2 for their 2-2. We could flash this in, grow the Pretender. Let's go first for the Jaya, so they know that they are not having a Jaya after this. And then we can go double attack on Basri. No mana for them. We can, wow. Radic is so good. Radic is so good. Look at our hand. It's always at 6 or 7 cards. Let's pick the smallest here, because we might want to deploy our resources. There's an Urza Silex, remember that. Oh, opponent okay, takes everything with battery. So Urza Silex is coming here. So having done that, I think that what we do is we can Cavalier. I think what we can do is we can just refill our hand with the Order of Midnight, bring back the Cavalier, and just play the Order of Midnight. So if they want to crack Urza Silex, then that's alright. We're going to keep 6 lands, and then we play another one, but that's okay. Let's give them another reason to crack the Silex. We keep 6 lands, and then we can play our things. Like, we have a very good hand to follow up an Urza Silex. Grandmaster of Flowers, so they're not cracking it. Interesting choice. Oh, Mart. Oh, okay, so wow, this deck can really play the long game. How do we want to do it? We don't have too much devotion for Nykthos right now. I would like to double attack Grandmaster of Flowers. See if they want to let this go like before. Murderous Rider. Wow, Jesus. This is bonkers. Radic is... wow. Have no words. It's too good. They take it like that. We will destroy it. Let's try to give them a reason to blow up the Silex. I mean, I want them to do it. Do it! Blow up the Silex. We could go... we could go Lieutenant. And this is going to give us an extra little bit of protection for the Silex trigger. And give you a Knight as well. Wow. Treasure Map, Scries, and Concedes. Alright, I mean, we can play the long game forever. Well, yeah. That was perfect. So we reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed Radic Knights. If you did and you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment, leave a like. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.